Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors unto the great apostle elders of Great Millstone. Peace salutations unto the hopeful elect. Once again, I am simply the brother Yawasap, and my top, Lord willing, my next topic will be entitled More Signs of His Second Coming. And basically, I took inspiration from watching a video from one of the brothers of Saints of Jersey too. He put out a video uh, based on that image, that picture you see right there. Right now, I forgot the title of it, but just go to his channel, Saints of Jersey too, and you will see what I'm talking about. So I basically became inspired and Lord willing for the Spirit, you know, thought I give my own spin on it, and hopefully do a and an edifying lesson. All right. So basically, the video that the brother did and that I'm inspired to do is based on that image you see right there. All right. An image which appears above a parking lot at Denver International Airport. The picture was taken not too long ago, and it's been published. It's on the internet, various sources or various people on their Facebook page, TikTok, whatever, have have already posted uh, this this you know this controversial and mysterious image right here, because it involves once again the face of what appears to be an angel. All right, it appears to be once again a man with an afro. All right, and even the beard, and anyone with a spiritual eye can see clearly that ain't just any other regular cloud formation. It's a manifestation. All right, it's a manifestation of the Lord showing His power, and the angels. I myself said it in a video I did last week. All right, regarding a similar image spotted on Three Eye Atlas. All right, the so-called comet Three Eye Atlas, which showed the image of what appeared to be a man with an afro. All right, and so the Doppel 7 was the first to do a video on it. All right, and if you go to his channel, you will find that video regarding that image is no longer there. All right. You may have to visit the Apostle Elder Tahar's channel. What is the 666 Mark GMS Truth? And various other brothers have already done videos on that. All right. But this is the most recent image right here. Okay. I myself said that in due time and the angels seemed not to be wasting any time, they would start making more manifestations. That they would start letting themselves be seen a lot more. Not just aboard the chariots, not just aboard a spacecraft, but their very selves, man. All right. So that's the point that we're in right now. All right. That's the point that we're in. The Lord is showing once again, and He Himself prophesied this more than 2,000 years ago. All right. And you can look it up for yourself on Luke the 21st chapter, if I'm not mistaken. All right. And there shall be signs, all right, and the heavens, and the stars, the moons, etc. All right. Those signs have shown day in and day out, all right, by means of cloud formations, like the one you see right there, by means of blood moons, a solar, lunar eclipses, and so on, man. Okay, that's one of the ways that the Lord, has kept manifesting. All right, that the second coming is a lot closer than many would think. All right, and before you know it, I'm only guessing. All right, the second coming could be a year from now, another year, could be another year or two. All right, but it's really that close, and things are moving very fast in this wicked society. Nero Trump, all right, making these vast changes. The so-called shutdown is, to today's what, November the 8th, and no talk, all right, no talk nor mention of that shutdown ending anytime soon, man. All right. So basically, as this place circles down the drain, the supernatural forces are making themselves known. All right, a lot more now. And I myself said it last week that there will be more and more apparitions. All right. Now, okay. Now for those that may think that this image right here is spooky, well, hey, that's only the beginning of it. All right. That's only the beginning. All right. Uh, in my humble opinion, that's only a warm up right there. All right. The Most High and the angels got various other ways of manifestation in these last days on how they're gonna make people panic. All right, and even pee and shit on their pants, man. All right, because that's the kind of power they got. All right. So a so-called white man, I assume, took a snapshot of this image right here. All right, and you got some goons online already saying that it's fake, that it could be done by AI. Hey, look, whatever, man. AI or not, AI or not, the angels still really exist, and they're capable of producing for themselves an image, that they're capable of manifesting themselves like that. All right, if the Most High gives them the command to do so, man. All right, that's all there's to it, plain and simple. All right, so you take a good closer look at that image. That appears to be a parking lot right there. All right, that's where the guy took that picture from. All right, and I'm gonna zoom in on the image now. All right, now that picture was taken at Denver International Airport. Now let me ask a question. Let me bring this up real quick. Why Denver International Airport? You know what I'm saying? Of all the other airports, what's so special about that place? All right, that that this supernatural being had to manifest himself there like that. Well, if you look up closely Denver International Airport, and I myself am a bear aware, I've done some research on it already. That airport is known for, it's known to have a creepy feel around it. And you go inside that airport, all right, and they, hey, that, that's an Illuminati airport, all right. They got weird images in there, you know, New World Order manifestations, New World Order paintings, done done subliminally, of course, subliminal paintings and so on this so-called New World Order, man. That the elites are itching, all right, and they're anxious to get underway real soon, man. And they're moving really quick. They're moving quick with this thing, all right. So, so if you look up Denver International Airport, you will find out many interesting and even uh, creepy aspects of it. The way I have, which would explain, which would better explain why this image manifested the way it did down there. You see what I'm saying? And hey, pretty soon an image like that might even be captured at Kennedy Airport, all right, or Ronald Reagan Airport in D.C. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be at LaGuardia Airport, Liberty Airport in New Jersey, all right? All other airports and different parking lots, gateways, whatever, that they're going to be seeing more and more of this stuff, man. All right? All right? Because the more the enemy the more the enemy wants to push his buttons in these last days, the more the enemy pushes their buttons, the more the Most High will push his. All right, and that's why this face is manifesting itself the way it did, and that 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 I would not rule out. You know what I'm saying? So, some goons are saying that it's an AI image. All right, and I will totally rule out that it's not AI. All right, that has to be a real image, and even if it's not, like I already said, all right, these supernatural beings do exist. They're capable of making cloud formations like that. All right. You ask either one of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they'll tell you themselves, either one of them, that they have seen cloud formations like that themselves. All right. Primarily of Yahushai, the Lord. All right. That image right there might be him. It might be him manifesting like that. All right. That ain't really nothing hard for dude. That's why he's the son of the Most High, man. All right. I myself, all right. I'll give a brief testimony. I myself have seen cloud formations. All right. Of these supernatural beings, man. Primarily of Yahushua. All right. Whether you care to believe it or not, I'm not making this up. All right. One day I remember looking out the window from my kitchen, all right, above a particular cloud, and next thing I knew, oh shit, it's Yahweh man. That ain't just any other cloud I'm looking at. All right, I was able to identify the white afro, the beard, and even the facial features, man. All right. Okay. So hey, you know what I'm saying? I just gave you a brief testimony of that, and any other brother. All right. I mean, you ask the very elders themselves, they'll tell you that they've seen manifestations like that already. All right, so uh, I wouldn't rule out any motherfucker saying that it's AI. All right, claim that has to be a real a real supernatural, not artificial being. All right, letting the world know. All right, just like the image on Free Eye Atlas, another man with an afro. No, look, we're here. We're here. As much as you may deny us, we're coming back to fuck you up. Okay, that's pretty much the bottom line right there. Okay, like like my man, the brother I not at the Connecticut Bishops channel. I was watching part of their live stream earlier today, and they were talking about so-called Free Eye Atlas and all that. And you know, and my man Ainap, he's one of the bishop elders of the Connecticut camp. A shout out to either one of, if they're watching. All right. So my man made me laugh when he said they're coming to fuck you up. Okay. And hey, I laughed out loud, man. Okay. Because he just said it point blank, all right, to the world watching, especially the white people watching, right? You know what I'm saying? These supernatural beings, they're coming to fuck you up, all right? And that's why you see these little warnings, all right? That's why you see you're gonna continue seeing more manifestations like that, man. All right? And let me make another brief mention. About a decade ago, all right, people were, and I was there, and I've done I've done recordings on that as well. But people recording and hearing weird noises up in the sky, like trumpet sounds. You know what I'm saying? All right. That then trumpet sounds, I bet, are still continuing to this day. All right. Only they're not being reported on as much. I may try and look that up on YouTube later on. If there's still any more of them than trumpet noises, the trumpet sounds in the heavens, man, coming from another realm, another dimension. All right, a warning to these little pricks down here, man. All right, a warning. Hey, 7 foot tall so-called aliens, they're coming to kick your ass. All right, they're going to fuck you up. All right, like my man Bishop Ainap said, they're gonna fuck you up. All right, plain and simple, man. They're gonna fuck you up. All right. Okay, if you're so-called white that happens to be an Edomite, and you dislike colored people, right? And you think this society is going to keep running forever, all right? Well, hey, they're coming back to fuck you up, all right? Plain and simple, man. So let me zoom in on the image. All right, let's take a closer look now. You see, all right, for those of you that have a spiritual eye, You can see clearly. You know what I'm saying? You can see the eyes. You see the nose right there. You see the lips, the mouth formation, the whole mustache and beard, man, and the Afro man. Okay, Afro man, making himself known to the world. Look, I'm here, man. Okay, I'm here. The real power, is so-called black. All right, the real power, the true power is that of the so-called black man, the so-called colored man. All right, okay. So the white man can boast about his few seconds of power remaining. He can continue boasting about his riches, his pride, his riches which he stole. None of those possessions that he takes pride in today really belong to him. All right? They don't really belong to you. All right? So the Lord is getting ready, man, to make you vomit back up the riches, man. Like the book of Job says, man. If I'm not mistaken, you're gonna vomit back up them riches that you stole from the people that you like taunting and humiliating and making fun at. You know what I'm saying? You like going, ha 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 ha, ha. Look at them niggas, look at them niggas, look at them spicks living in the ghetto, living in rat and roach infested apartments. Look at them motherfuckers. We got them. Hey, you won't be laughing for long. All right? You won't be fucking laughing for long, man. Now, you know what I'm saying? Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. Okay? Because the Lord is giving them signs, man. All right? Salakia. The Lord is making himself known. All right? Day in and day out. So without further ado, let's start reading the scriptures now. So this is Second Esdras. All right? Second Esdras 9. I've read the scripture before, and it's important that I bring it up yet again. All right? So verse 1 goes on to say, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay? So, once again, going back to verse 1, all right, I'm going to read the last paragraph. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. And what's one of them signs? Okay, you're looking at it right there. That's one of them signs. Okay, that is one of them signs, man. Okay, what's happening with Free Eye Atlas? Okay, so-called Free Eye Atlas. The white man already knows that this is not your average regular comet. Okay, at the end of the day, it could be a fathership heading this way, man. Okay, you can call it a mothership all you want. That's probably a fathership, man. Okay, but the bottom line is that these are the times. All right, these are the times that we have been told to measure diligently. according to verse 1 of, of, of this chapter. Second Esdras chapter 9. Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee, all right, manifestations, all right, I mentioned before the trumpet sounds that many people heard and complained about years ago, and they probably still go on. You know, in recent years, the Lord has put out blood moons, okay, solar, lunar eclipses, okay. All those are part of those signs, all right, of us measuring the time diligently, okay. Ver, uh, uh, Verse 2, and then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time where the highest, and who's the highest? The one that made this earth, the one that made the stars, moon, quasars, so you can understand. All right? The one that made you, all right? The one that made me, that made every other living creature, man. All right? The supreme being, Yahweh. All right? He's going to send his son back in these last days, all right, to visit the world which he made. All right? Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, and there have been plenty of earthquakes over the years. Most recent one in Jamaica, if I'm not mistaken. Jamaica got hit hard by an earthquake, man. Okay? And the Lord has also visited them Asian people, them Filipinos in their Philippines. Okay? Okay, the Lord has visited them people there with earthquakes as well. All right, and superstorms known as typhoons falling on their asses, man. Okay, so the Lord is busy. He never takes a rest. He does not need to rest. That's why he's known as the Most High. All right, the Lord requires no rest, man. Okay, like many regular people down here do. Oh, I need to take a nap. I gotta take a rest, man. All right. I got. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna take a rest. I need to take a 5 minute nap. No, the Lord ain't like that, man. All right. And to prove my point, I did not have this scripture. I did not have it handy on the list, but I'll include it. Let's go over that real quick. All right, Isaiah, if I'm not mistaken, that's Isaiah 40, right? Okay, just bear with me a moment. All right, okay, Isaiah 40. All right, in the Old Testament, right? Yeah, that's got to be Isaiah 40. So let's go there real quick where it does mention that the Most High fainteth, he fainteth not. Okay, he does not need to rest nor sleep like 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 this like these people down here be doing. All right. Okay, let me just scroll down a bit. All right. So this is Isaiah 40, verse 28, to finish making my point. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not? So he fainteth not. That's the whole point I wanted to make. All right? He fainteth not. All right? He does not need to rest. He does not need to sleep. All right? Okay? All right? Now he made man to depend on sleep down here. All right? And to eat. All right? And to sleep. All right? And even take a dump and pee in the toilet. But he has no need for any of that. That's the whole point I'm getting at, man. All right? So hast thou not known, hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. So there you go. That's a very powerful scripture right there. All right. But I thought I'd bring that verse up real quick. Now, I just read a second Esdras, right? All right. So let's go to Matthew now, real quick. All right. Matthew. All right. Matthew 13. I'm going to read the verses 13. No, Salakia. 41 and 42. All right. And it says this here. Isaiah 13 and 41. All right. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. All right. So these wicked doers on the planet Earth right now, they best better get ready because their time is running short, and the Lord is going to send forth his angels in these last days, all right, to remove this so-called white man, which he is the number one offender, all right. He has offended the Israelites. He has offended the Lord's people. He has offended and disrespected the Lord's truth. He has offended life on this very earth, all right, destroying the water that we need, the food that we need, and so on, man. Trying to destroy us at best, all right, trying to poison the water that we drink and the food that we eat, all right. So the Lord is coming back to remove these motherfuckers, man, all right. Get these remove these offenders out that damn power seat, man, and them which do iniquity. All right. So Esau, the Edomite white man, the so-called white man in power, beginning with their wicked elites, they're the number one offenders right now, and the ones that are doing iniquity. All right. And the 2/3 of our people, which are no damn good their damn selves, all right, and they themselves love to offend and do iniquity, the same fate is coming for them, all right, grimy ass niggers and so on, man, all right. Verse 42, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth, all right. So that furnace of fire is the destruction that them nuclear missiles will bring, all right, upon them getting fired off them silos on the day of judgment, Armageddon, man. When World War III finally kicks in, so you can understand, all right. A lot of our people are going to perish in that fire, man. All right, along with all them that do iniquity. Okay, I believe that's Malachi 1:4, right? Or Malachi 4:1. All right, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. All right, okay. So hey, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, man. All right, and all the proud and all that do iniquity shall be as stubble. That's a Malachi, man. All the proud and all that do iniquity, man. Okay, so that's why the Lord is sending forth His angels to make all these manifestations. Okay, their existence on the planet Earth. All right, and the Lord's second coming is imminent. It is imminent. It is more eminent now than ever before, man. Okay? Okay, so there you go, man. All right. Now, for edification's sake, I got a few more scriptures lined up, but let's look up real quick. Let me go to Google now. Let's look up real quick strange sightings. All right. Let me type recent strange sightings recent strange sightings. There goes all kind of different so-called UFO sightings. All right, but I'm trying to look for paranormal sightings. Okay, strange recent sightings in okay the United States. All right. And we got the AI overview here saying recent strange sightings in the United States include clusters of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. That's the chariots now, reported off the coast of California and Florida, and mysterious drones in New Jersey. A recent report noted a significant increase in UAP sightings, with some exhibiting unusual flight characteristics. Other sightings include an object seen by the USS Jackson off San Diego, and multiple reports from New York, Maryland, and Connecticut, with a UFO tracking app logging over 9,000 coastal sightings since 2020, since August 2025. So there you go, 9,000 coastal sightings. That's a lot, man. All right, let me scroll down here. Thousands of UFOs spotted off U.S. coastlines. caught on camera, and so on, man. Now, uh, let me do this now. Let me just type recent strange para, hold on, paranormal Salakia. Recent strange paranormal sightings. All right. All right, let's see what that may bring. Okay, for edification's sake, I'm going to read some of this. Recent paranormal activities in the U.S. often focus on historical locations like the Telly Pierce House in Gettysburg, where visitors report seeing ghostly soldiers and hearing cries, and the Horton Grand Hotel in San Diego, where room 309 is associated with shaking beds and flickering lights. Hey, so there you go. All kind of different manifestations, ghosts, goblins, okay, people hearing sounds and so on, man. All right. Now, before I conclude with the scriptures, 8 foot tall aliens, alien in Florida. Let's look that up real quick. All right. Florida. Florida. Okay. The AI overview says there are viral social media rumors of an 8 foot tall alien in Miami, but police have dismissed them as false, and there's no credible evidence to support the claims. Well, so they say. The story, Salakia, the story gained traction online after a person posted a claim on social media, leading to speculation and videos on platforms like YouTube. So there you go. I just thought I'd bring some of that up for edification's sake. You can look the rest of this up yourself. You see that these manifestations are real, and it doesn't matter if the white man uh, wishes to dismiss them as fake or not. All right, they would not be reported at all if they was really fake, man. Let's look at it that way. All right. So going back to the scriptures now. All right. Let's go to Isaiah 47. All right. I'm gonna go to you a blue letter Bible now. All right, so I'm on blue letter Bible now. Isaiah 47. Gonna read a few verses off of that. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Now, right there, all right, when it mentions daughter of Babylon, daughter of the Chaldeans, all right, that's really talking about this place known as US of A, all right, good old America, all right, that's talking about good old America, all right. So it's quite obvious that the Lord is not going to mention America directly in the scriptures. So so he has coded names for this place. All right, metaphoric names for this place. O virgin daughter of Babylon being one of them. Verse 2: Take the millstones and grind meat, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Y'all heard that? All right? Y'all heard that? Any one of you of the Rothschild banking elite family, y'all have heard that, right? All right? One of you must have seen or heard already what the Lord is saying here. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. All right? So the Lord is coming back, all right, as a supernatural being. So you can understand, all right? A supernatural being, all right? That manifestation you see right there, all right, whether it's fake or not, is that of a supernatural being, all right? So the Lord, hey, y'all ain't seen nor heard nothing yet, man. All right, y'all ain't seen nor heard nothing yet. All right. Verse 4: As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, Yasharallah. All right. Let's go to Revelation 1:7. All right. Which could serve as precept to what I just read. Revelation 1:7. Right. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. All right. Okay. So, Salakia. Once again, I'm going to pull the image here up. All right. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. All right. So the second coming. All right. When the Lord finally does crack them clouds open, it's gonna be televised. All right. It's going to be a live special report on that. All right. It's going to be on live television. The whole world will see and behold the majesty of the Son of the Supreme Being. Behold the majesty of his 144,000 elect. It's gonna behold the Lord beaming up his elect on them spaceships and transforming, all right, transformers more than meets the eye. So you can understand, all right, like Second Corinthians would say, for we shall be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. The whole world is going to witness that, man. Okay? And even those which pierced the Lord, them two Roman soldiers that nailed him on that cross, once they recognize whom they nailed on that cross, they're gonna go, oh shit, that's their ass right there, man. All right? The Lord is gonna deal with them on the spot. All right? And all kindreds of the earth shall wail, meaning that they're gonna be sad, they're gonna cry, playtime over, no more fooling around. All right? The Lord is coming back to put in check, all right, these fucking heathens, all right, these nasty ass heathens, all right. Some of them helped our people be put in slavery, all right. Like the so-called Africans. I'm gonna start with them. The so-called Arabs, all right. Okay, the so-called Asians, Polynesians, East Indians, these are all the heathen people that are going to wail because of the great and majestic second coming of the Lord Yahweh in that given day, man. Playtime will be over for their asses. All right? A new day is coming for these people. And soon, man. All right? I'm going to read verse 8. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. So there you go. All right. Isaiah 24. I'm going to end it with that. All right. So this is Isaiah 24. I'm going to read verses 19 through 23. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and they shall fall and not rise again. So what's that talking about? When them nuclear missiles hit, all right, it might be easy. It might seem pretty cool to see destruction take place on a movie screen in a blockbuster movie, but to experience that yourself firsthand in real life, that ain't gonna be no joke, man. That's gotta be some scary ass shit. All right. So how you gonna deliver yourself from that? Repenting, number one, first and foremost. All right, and you doing what you can to resist not taking that damn chip and your left hand or forehead, man. If you do, that's really your ass right there. All right, you're gonna get caught up in this heavy duty destruction that's coming. Verse 21, and they shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. All right? And who's that really talking about? Rothschild and Company, the Illuminati, the wicked banking elite. Your day is coming. I'm reading it right here. All right? Verse 22, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and they shall be shut up in the prison after many days shall they be visited. So upon the Lord's second return, the elite banking family, no matter where they try hiding to, Rothschild and Company, Rockefeller, Oppenheimer, Getty, all right, they're going to be gathered up easily wherever they're at and thrown into one big, huge pit so you can understand. That's going to be their new home. That's going to be their new residence. All right? No more big, luxurious houses. All right? Okay? No more mansions. All right? No more life is like a box of chocolate for you evil, wicked devils real soon, man. Your new home is destined to be a huge crater, a damn pit in the ground. And you're going to be in it like shit, so you can understand. All right? Like shit. That's your future, to become as shit, to be less than nothing, man. All right? Okay? So they're going to be put in a pit, and after many days, all right, the elect of the Lord, the new conquerors, they're gonna open them pits up and gather them out to work. All right, because they're gonna have new jobs in that day. All right, to be a perpetual slave. That's what's coming for y'all. All right, so get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. All right. Verse 23, the final one, the moon shall be confounded and the sun ashamed when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem and before his ancients gloriously. All right? So that's basically talking about the Lord's second coming on that giant spaceship. Is going to overshadow the sun, overshadow the moon. That's what that's talking about. The whole sky will literally be covered by massive UAP, a massive UFO, so you can understand. All right? That's what that's talking about. All right? So, Lord willing, I hope this was edifying. Shalom.